A study from UNFPA reveals that disabled women and girls are 10 times more victims of violence than other women. The COVID-19 pandemic worsened the situation because of quarantine. In Haiti, around 76% of women don't feel a complaint when they are victims of violence. Accessibility, information, and awareness issues make it even more complicated for disabled women who are victims of violence. It feels like violence is everywhere. In the North Department, especially for the communes which are close to the borders, violence is always typical. Women as well as girls in this department are considered inferior to men because of the patriarchal system. Because of that, men consider themselves are king of the barnyard and do whatever they want, whenever they want, making them perpetual victims of violence on many forms such as psychological, sexual, physical, economic, and verbal violence.
During a short survey we did during the month of November on violence against women and girls in the Department of Grandance, where we heard about numerous cases before going to the field. The survey covered 4 of them, where we found out 10 cases of violence against disabled women and girls. We found cases of minors being raped. This is really outrageous. Let's also outline the cases of disabled women being exploited. When you consider a woman with intellectual deficiency who gave birth 3 times over a period of 4 years, and you find out that 2 of the children have been given away with no paper sign, no clear process. Put 1 and 2 together and you'll quickly realize they are using her. We also met a young lady of 20 years old. She's never been to school because of her intellectual deficiency. Younger children in the community are done with high school. They raped her and now she's 3 months pregnant. Another case we found is the one of a 16 years old girl. She was raped just like her mother was before her, and she is now 6 months pregnant. Out of the 13 communes of Grandance, I know at least 3 of them that has no police station. And for all those 10 cases we found, none have received the proper legal accompaniment. We've been able to find out information about those cases only because of local organization on the field.
My uncle came, dragged me into his room. Once there, he threw me in the bedroom, stripped my clothes. He got on top of me and rubbed me. He told me to zip it and not say a word. If not, he would throw me out. I cried during many days. Once my auntie found me in tears and asked me about what was wrong. I explained to her. She didn't want to believe me. Her husband would never do such a thing, and I just wanted her husband to leave her. One neighbor heard our conversation and told me to stop crying. She proposed to go to the police and the clinic with me. Accessing the police station was a wild story. No trail, no run, nothing. The police officers were humiliating me, having fun of me. They wanted to know if a disabled person could be raped. Same story at the clinic. Violence is a crucial topic and big issue, especially for us feminist organizations. Because of the legal support we are giving to the women survivors, we are aware of what is happening. Sometimes they humiliate them. They make fun of them. The current justice system is not at all embracing the cause of those women. The aggressors have support in high places. So often, even if the aggressors are identified and locked down, the next day they are released. The violence against women never stops. Women with disabilities are daily victims of violence. One can easily feel it in the nicknames they are given, the way others look at them, and the way they make fun of them. It is important that structures accompanying women survivors of violence make their services also accessible to women with disabilities, especially in the context of the pandemic. Here are some advices for you. Put a rail or a sample iron bar at the entrance stairs of your offices. Offer a home service or meet the survivors in another place within your community that is more accessible to those who cannot access your building. Put signage inside of your building so people can circulate autonomously. Use different formats such as videos and images and different means to circulate information. Use the services of a sign language interpreter to facilitate communication with deaf people. When creating a hotline, set a messaging system for deaf people. When drafting a budget, Dedicate a special line for resources to accommodate the needs of persons with disabilities. Train your staff on topics relevant to rights of people with disabilities. Invite and encourage women and men with disabilities to join community meetings and planning to express the best ways one can support them.